Good morning. I'm going to get myself a little bit ahead on the 31 Days of Tarot video challenge. So I'm going to do day 20. Share one tarot myth you used to believe. And why you stopped. Well, when I first picked up the tarot, when I was in high school, I didn't know anyone or see anything about it that I have any knowledge of myths and superstitions in regards to decks. This is the Hoi Polloi tarot. It came out in the mid-70s and was my first deck. I either picked it up at Barnes & Noble, B. Dalton, or it was probably one of those. I don't remember which. Barnes & Noble was pretty new back then. B. Dalton was the big bookstore I used to go spend my Baskin-Robbins check at. And so I never really learned of myths and superstitions regarding it has to be given to you, or wrap it always in silk and all this stuff. And so I am not someone who's ever subscribed to superstitions a whole lot. So that's what I will put down here real quick. I'm not a believer in superstition. Myth regarding excuse me tarot. So that was quick and easy. And let's just do excuse me, Sunday's question 2. Deck storage. Favorite. Well, the easiest thing to do is just share my workspace here. My decks end up all over the place. They hang out. These are some of my new decks. This is the silly little box that came with my Tarot of the Dead. There's another place where stuff hangs out. And where most of my decks are is this dresser that I took away from a crappy relationship. It was used for my youngest daughter for a long time. So the decks in this top drawer are all my tarot decks. And the decks in the bottom drawer are the few oracle decks that I have that I'm not using right now. Since I wrap my stuff in ribbons, there's some empty boxes and some decks I've retired. The Wizard's Tarot I retired because I got it. It's gone out of print and I got a new one to replace it. I also kind of damaged my first edition Prismavisions, and so I've retired it. And I also retired my original edition of the Ostara Tarot, and so that's in here. They end up in bags. There's a shutterfly bag that I use. There's a deck, my Star Tarot's in there. This is a funny little bag thing that I made that's kind of a divination cloth and folds up into a bag. And right now my Sweeney Tarot is in it. So my decks don't end up anywhere. Well, they do end up in a particular place, but they also end up all over the place. There's a couple upstairs. Oh no, there's half a dozen or more upstairs in a basket by my bed and on my bedside table. So I'm sort of organized, but not completely organized. So there you have it. I hope everyone has a super weekend. Stay safe. Peace. Love you all. Toodles.